Tori Ann, dare we say, the most long overdue book club meeting of them all. Welcome to book club.
Thank you. So excited to be here.
We have tried this many times, on many of occasions, in person. And one thing about us, we're going to yap and lose track of time and then not have time to yap on camera. That's just what we do.
And in all honesty, every time we're together, we have so many things that we want to do. It just never works.
It's not the priority.
It
So
never is.
virtual it had to be. But to anyone who does not know, this is my best friend at Tori Ann Reads. And a fun little piece of lore for you all. Some people know this, some people don't. Tori Ann has been in the game far longer than I have been, both reading and content creation. And fun fact, when I was just a regular person, a NARP, if you will, but whatever the book version of a NARP is, I was a casual follower of at Tori Ann Harris online. It was beautiful, my favorite bookish content creator, and I so happened to go on one of her retreats, and this is my Wattpad dream of being best friends with my favorite content creator.
I think my favorite
Does
is
it
you
freak you
telling me the
out?
story and your mom having to be like, Paige, did you tell her?
You need to disclose to her that you're a fan. Like,
And I say, I was a fan when you started content creation. So really, it all worked out.
I
Full circle.
remember the very day that you followed me back and I said,
Oh, I remember coming across your video and saying, okay, I love this girl. Hello.
I
Welcome.
remember this. And now it's so much more serious than that. So it's very
Yeah.
exciting. You're my first content creator to visit book club. We've met many an author.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Okay. I'm
that
so excited. This is so fun.
I know it's so exciting. So because you've been in the game for so much longer, I usually ask about villain origin story. How did you get into reading? And instead of how did you get into writing, how did you get into the bookish content space?
Okay, so I have been a reader since the day I could start reading. I was in first grade reading Boxcar Children. I took AR tests way too seriously. If I did not get a 100%, I had to retake it. I fear this is who I am as a person. I remember reading Series of Unfortunate Events, and I think I was on book 4 or 5, and I ran into a pole outside car pickup because I couldn't put the book down. I read Twilight when I was like in 5th grade. This is just who I am. As
Yes.
for content creation, though, I really wanted a job in publishing. And I said, I am going to get a job in publishing. But I have a math degree, as you know, and I eventually got a master's in marketing, and that does not necessarily translate into publishing. So I said, I'm going to make a job for myself in publishing.
These
And I
are
said,
cases.
I'm going to talk about books online until somebody gives me a job. Fast forward, I now work in publishing, and it worked. So
It worked
here we are.
after all this time.
No.
So Tori Ann and I are online best friends. We make a lot of content together. We're also just regular best friends. This is not a PR relationship,
No,
despite
we are
many
not
people believing
book
this.
besties. This is
No,
she's my wife.
correct. Like, for example, like my husband knows if something were to happen to Tori's dog, I'm on a flight.
Oh yeah.
If a new social media platform drops, I'm on a flight. Like I
Yeah.
am.
There's a rumor has it an emergency fund has started, so when a new social media app drops, we can get to the same city at the same time.
Exactly. Like this is very serious. So I had someone ask me once. They were like, "Is that a like PR like are y'all actually friends?" And I was like, "Actually friends?"
You, you should see our phone call log. I have a shortcut on my phone to FaceTime page.
It's beautiful. We work together a lot. So speaking of, we work together a lot
Yes.
in our jobs. Not like together to get our jobs done, but because we both work from home in publishing.
Yes.
We have a lot of the same passions, a lot of the same ways we think about things. It's funny because your journey into publishing is like the opposite of mine. I
Correct.
started a bookstagram very casually, and then accidentally ended up with a job in publishing.
Yeah.
Um,
I
which
also
is so
think
funny.
we're just like almost the like same coin, opposite sides when it
Yes,
comes to
very yin
how
and yang.
we work in publishing. Yeah.
Yeah, very yin and yang. But we have a beautiful time. You are an artiste. You can draw, you can do a lot of beautiful things that
Thank
plays
you.
into your job. You don't have to say who you work for, but can you say kind of what your job looks like on a day-to-day basis in publishing?
Yes, I am. My title is a romance marketing design. So, I think when I tell people I'm a designer in publishing, a lot of people automatically assume like cover design, but there's like so many different design aspects that go into publishing, like ad design or video design, any kind of design for social media or any PR packaging or anything like that. So that's what anything that's not covers is what I fall into, and then I just specialize in romance. It is the dream job. If I could have like literally told you exactly what I wanted to do with my life every single day, I am doing it. It is like the greatest thing I could be doing. Um, I love design. I have like so much respect for cover designers. Like their brain works in a way that I hope mine can one day. But I love working with designers to take what they've done and just like build on it to create almost like the universe around their design. Um, so I just design PR boxes all day, mailers, the items that go in those things. I do a couple ARC covers. But like every day is a new, as you know, as my lovely colleague, every day is a new challenge. Every day presents a new something to work through. And I think that's why I love it so much. So
Yeah, no 2 days look alike in the publishing industry. Do you, and I'll have to think of an answer too, do you have any advice for someone interested in potentially turning their love of reading into their full-time job?
yes, you treat your hobby like it's a job. If you
Hand
don't
heart,
treat your hobby like it's a job,
it's not a
you're not,
job.
it's not a job.
Yep.
So I think you have to, what you want, you have to make it. If you don't, then
I
it's not going to give it to you.
I very much so agree. It's not really one of those things, at least for either of us, that has been a casual side thing. It has always been like the moment, I know I said I kind of accidentally got this job, but the moment this was on the table for me, there was no, this is the side thing, this is a part-time job. Like it's a lot of unpaid hours, I would say,
Yeah.
building, whether it's a portfolio or experience or networking. Networking is like non-negotiable and huge. But it is like it's posting multiple times a day, every day, and engaging. And um, I think the networking piece is really huge, getting to know people in the space. It's a very small corner of the universe.
This industry moves so fast. I think it's the same way that I said that we both said no 2 days are alike. It's because it moves so quickly, it can't look alike. And the same way that if you want a job in the space, you have to learn to adapt that quickly.
Mhm.
And that's a hard thing to do if you're not used to it. So it does take time, I think, to get used to it. And there's no time like the present.
No time
So
like the present. You and I talk a lot about like the goalpost moving just all the time. Like it's like and it's all about shots on goal too. Like keep shooting, but the goalpost is going to keep moving. So just like keep your eye on it and keep shooting.
yeah, I mean, one day it will work. I will say, I know you take content creation way more seriously than I do. Um, it is the way the cookie has crumbled, but um, I do think the way we've attacked content creation is very different.
Hmm.
Um, and I think that if there's one thing about the space is like if you like you need to be your most unique self. If you're not, then you can't stand out. And that's a hard thing to adapt to. I think it's so easy to like scroll and just want to be like everybody else. Um, so another piece would be stop scrolling.
Stop scrolling. It destroys your creativity. And this isn't like a like let's get into the drama of like copycat culture in the book space like at all, but it
No.
truly is one of those things where as you're trying to build an audience, it's very clear when you're cosplaying someone else's brand. I think like I think we've all done it to an extent of like, okay, well this works for so and so, I'm gonna try it for me. That's not the way you win. And that's really, it's not even the bookish space. It's like any online content creation space. If you're busy trying to be someone else, you're wasting time. Like,
It's really interesting because I do think that there's a different definition between being a book talker, bookstagrammer in the book space versus being a content creator who specializes in books.
yes,
Um, and it's okay to be either or. There really isn't, there's nothing wrong with being bookstagrammer, book talker by any means.
right,
It's just if you're wanting to be a content creator who specializes in books, you have to be willing to stand out amongst all content creators.
right.
And that's way more challenging than you'd think.
Yeah. It's a
We challenge with it. It's a challenge every day.
every day. And it's like it's oversaturated and undersaturated all at once. The
Yeah.
truth of the matter is, as long as you're, this is like so like wee woo kumbaya, which I tend to do, like as long as you're being yourself, it's not oversaturated. Like as long as you're doing something that is unique to the space, that's not oversaturated. The gag is, and the issue is when you're trying to do what everyone else is doing, that's oversaturated.
Nobody else can be you.
You see how
Literally
this works?
nobody.
Yeah.
Now,
So it's your job to be you.
am I going to say that I will say in the same breath, I'm saying there's no such thing as a unique thought. But
Yes.
we can all take our ununique thoughts and make them you, and that's where you
Yep.
stand up.
Absolutely. Like I would say the I it's funny. The moment something becomes a trend, you're too late. Like the moment that something is the thing that everyone's doing, you're too late. I think you and I do this on a video perspective as best as we possibly can. But in terms of like a graphic content creation space, and I'll bring her up. She's our fellow member of the council, Molly Goins. Molly Goins is not following any sort. Go look her up at author Molly Goins on Instagram. She's not following a template or a vibe that's popular on Instagram right now for graphics. And she'll like she's not a graphic designer. It's not her skill set, but it is uniquely, authentically, 1000% her, and it performs out the wazoo.
I think also, I think from a reader perspective, and I think I sit at the reader perspective probably sometimes a little bit more than you do because you work like so closely, whereas I think I've just been a reader forever that it's like I look at Molly and I'm like, as the reader, I'm attracted to that. I'm
Yes.
feeling I know the author by seeing her graphics be so uniquely her. Now, that's not to say all authors need to be making their own graphics. That's not possible. Molly
No,
is a
no.
very unique situation, but
Yes,
I think it's important for authors to allow who they are to come out through social media in the same way that
absolutely.
content creators need to make sure that their personality
Hmm.
comes out through social media.
Yeah. And
You wouldn't
to
just
that,
make graphic. You wouldn't hire somebody else to make your graphics as just as a content creator. Like it
yes.
wouldn't be
And
you.
that's what I was going to say for author service providers. Same thing goes. Now, you can only help so much when a client shows you inspo pics and it's
Right.
what's trending right now.
Right.
And I like, what's trending right now is the very much so like bird's eye view style of content where it's like elemental and very much so like you're looking down on a like flat leg
Yep.
style graphic. So like that's
Yes.
very much so in right now. I would encourage you if you're an author service provider, even if it's on your own page, try to do something a little different. Get out of the box. Um, when I wiped my hard drive, Tori Ann was my first call. For example, I don't know, did you know
RIP.
that?
I did not know it was the first call, but I'm very honored. But also RIP to the hard drive.
RIP to the hard drive. But the first thing I said to you is, if this has happened, or it was one of the first things, other than me crying and saying, I've wiped my hard drive, I need you to look up if I can fix this, was like, okay, well, I'm going to reshoot entirely different. Like, I'm going to come up with a style that I've never done before and I've never personally seen before. I'm going to switch it up. And so I think there's been something to that.
I think if there's a chance to change something, why not try it? Like I think people are so afraid of trying things and so afraid of being unique sometimes. They're
Hmm.
worried that they'll fail, and it's like
Yep.
what's the worst that happens? I would love to know, because the worst that happens
It's
is you
far
accidentally
more
wipe your hard
vulnerable.
drive or
Hmm.
it flops.
Yeah. It's far more vulnerable to quote unquote fail at something when it was your own original thought. It hurts a little more. I get it. But that's what it takes. It is.
I think one of the first things that you said to me when we first started talking about content creation, because I don't feel like we talked about content creation much in the beginning of our friendship.
Not at all.
And
Yeah.
I remember you saying to
There
me,
was
the
lore to catch
algorithm,
up on.
there's so much lore.
So,
But you said, there's, you said to me, the algorithm doesn't know you, the algorithm doesn't
mm-mm.
care about you.
No.
And that changed my entire perspective
Yep.
on
Doesn't love you,
things.
doesn't hate you, doesn't care about you.
No. And I remember constantly being in this mindset that everything hates me. Oh, the algorithm hates me. Or I don't know, my Instagram
Hmm.
hates me, my TikTok. And it was like, it doesn't hate me because it doesn't know me, it doesn't care. And I wish all content creators could hear that advice.
Yep.
It doesn't know you.
Another piece of advice I give out often to anyone interested who will listen is Bookstagram and Book Talk are not high school. It's not a popularity contest.
No.
There's not a cool group and a not cool group. In fact, we're all we're all just the readers. So
I fear Hot Girls Read, if it taught people anything, it's that there's no cool girls, there's no popular kids, there's no,
no, and like as an adult, there's no such thing. Like, what does that even mean? So I encourage you, if you are seeking that validation, seek it elsewhere because that's not what this is about at all. So like I think that mindset has helped me a lot where it's like I don't think about it as cool or uncool. Like that's the popular girl, that's like that is not what I think. Literally, it's just not the construct I've created.
I think there are different pockets of communities in the book space.
Hmm.
And I've realized in the last year that I don't even know 90% of them. Like, and you don't
You've
have to
only cracked a
be,
corner of Bookstagram, and I'm talking to
yeah.
you, listener.
And literally, and I'm like, you guys, you don't have to sit in this little safe box that you think you have to be in. Also,
Mm-mm.
I'm I'm getting off the content train for a moment and jumping
Mhm.
onto like the arc train. But like,
Ooh la la.
you don't have to read the same books that all your friends are reading. And if you don't get an arc, your life is not over. Your world is not over. You are still a bookstagrammer. Go find a new author. How many indie authors out here are like begging for you to pick up their book? Go pick it up.
Yeah. It's like it's just I don't know. If you can think about it, not about that. Like this is a single player game. This is not a team sport. This is not
Yeah.
a group outing. Like this was your hobby that you like and you wanted to talk about books
Yeah.
and
And
build a
did you get
community.
into reading because an author sent you book mail that all your other friends got book mail for? Is that why you're reading? Because if that's why you're reading,
This is Bookstagram's version of touch grass,
yeah.
which we need to do sometimes too. Like it's so easy to get caught up in it. And like to your point, arc reading, like I think you and I both have taken a major step back from arc reading just because like and to so many people, reading and Bookstagram and all the things, it's a hobby. And so being accountable to anyone and anything over a hobby for like is hard.
So I think content creation stopped being fun for me when reading became the job. Like I didn't have anything to create because I wasn't reading for me. Um, I'm noticing that there's a lot of content creators out there in the world, um, content creators that you guys all love, that all of you, that your all your viewers probably love, that have 100,000 plus followers, and they probably aren't arc reading. They're reading whatever they want to read, and half the time they're reading it well after release. Like that's not their priority, and I beg of you that like if you get denied an arc, go find a new book and pick up a new book
Yeah.
and find a new author. Like,
It's also not personal to you almost ever.
no. And half the time it's
As
just a
people who've been on
numbers
the back
game.
end of that process, it's a
Yeah.
numbers game. It's a large spreadsheet, usually. It is a massive undertaking. Like,
And you could
things
put,
happen.
you could put by accident, you could accidentally type your handle in wrong. and now you're
Hmm.
not getting an arc. And it's not your
Yeah.
fault. It
No,
happens to
no.
anybody. And but they don't have the ability to go find out if your handle is wrong because they've got,
There's so many people to vet. Like it's the same idea of the algorithm doesn't love you or hate you. Like the ARC system doesn't love you or hate you. It is just a imperfect
yeah.
system run by imperfect people who are just doing their
And
best. Like
and
sometimes
for the
things just
record,
get
and for the
well,
record, sometimes these teams are run by like 2 or 3 people, and there's thousands of ARC applications.
and we don't use AI. Like and that's that and we stand by that. That's not good. That's not me saying that's a bad thing, but it's like these are human people making human errors occasionally too.
Yeah, and honestly, there's only so many arcs, and also the book quality does not change if you read it as an arc versus if you read it on release
True.
day.
Yep.
If it's a priority for you to read the book and get content out on release day, download the book as soon as you wake up and read it. Now, I know that's not an option for
It
everybody. I'm just
helps.
saying.
Yeah, it helps the author just as much, if not more, to read it on release day.
Oh, let's segue. What can you do to help an author on
I
release
love
day, page
this.
and print?
I have a routine. I have a few videos out about it, but here's my routine, and then we can hear yours. Let's see how ours are the same.
Yep.
I wake up on a fine release day morning, and whether I arc read or not, I'm downloading on Kindle Unlimited immediately. And I am flipping through at a leisurely pace, doing like a quick, like actual sort through. It won't pick it up. I love to go look at the acknowledgments. I love to go see if there's a announcement in the back of the book. I like to flip through, get some page reads, rocking and rolling for the author. I will then, I love to make my post about the book. I usually hold my post till the afternoon because I think a lot of the influx of the hoopla happens in the morning, like which totally makes sense, but I try to hold to keep momentum going into the afternoon. And then I learned this from you, so I'm actually going to let you speak on it. I used to just simply recommend to a friend that I knew may enjoy it. Hey, have you read West of Forever by Corinne Michaels? I think you'd love it. You have an even better approach to this if you want to jump.
I actually will go through people's Amazon wish list and I tend to gift the book. Obviously, I'm a graphic designer in publishing. I don't know how much money you guys think that graphic designers in publishing are making, but it's not a lot. But I love to set aside some of my budget to make sure that, for example, West of Forever by Corinne Michaels releasing on June 16th. And I
We're
it was
recording before this, but you'll hear it after.
yes,
Yeah.
and after release, many people in my life will probably receive a copy of West of Forever. The last time I went through this biggest wave of Amazon wishlist fairy gifting was Heathen and Honeysuckle by Sarah A.
Man,
Bailey. I think I sent
crazy.
that book to probably 15 people. I really wish I was exaggerating. It was
Yeah.
like 3 a week as I could. Um, I just think I just think it's so fun to gift someone in your life that you love that you're like, I think that they love this book. And it doesn't even have to be another content creator. I have my best
Mm-mm.
friend's address and my best friends, Mary and Morgan, they both read. And sometimes I'm like, Mary, there's a new book and you're going to have to read it. And if you don't download it, I will be sending it to you.
Yep.
So,
I'm bringing West of Forever with me to France because my little sister told me at lunch yesterday, I really like cowboy books. And I said, hold.
you like cowboy books? Well, guess what? We have a very grumpy single dad cowboy
Said,
for
boy,
you.
do I have a treat for you.
Yeah.
One thing I did learn that was shocking to me, and this is not to discourage this at all, it was just tea. And I didn't know this until 2 weeks ago. Audiobooks do not count towards
Um,
ranking or towards listing at all.
no.
What?
Um, I
Crazy.
do think that for certain authors, some of them do have goals on audio positioning through Audible, as well as some of the awards that happen through Audible. Um, and for that, I bow down to you because that's just a whole other piece of the puzzle. Um, but I, as an audio girly, like that's how I consume majority of
Totally.
my books. Um, I'm downloading the audio anyway, or I'm buying it
Oh,
anyway.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
It still financially supports the author.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Period.
I just will do both. I
Yeah,
am
I just thought
going
it was tea.
to, yeah. I just think it's, and I it does bother me to a point because if audio counts as reading, then why doesn't it count as a book purchase on release week?
Yeah, I'm
Um,
asking.
I'm asking because if the question is, well, it could be, one person, multiple sales, well, right? But if I go buy two copies of the same book,
Which I will. I can and I will.
and I fear I'm still contributing that same amount, so why does it matter? But I'm sure I'm not high enough up in publishing, and maybe there's perhaps an answer for this, and maybe one day I'll find out. I just think that would be interesting. I also would really love, now I understand someone's going to come up in here and be like, "Hey, if you download the Kindle Unlimited book, sometimes the audio goes down in price on discount." I hear you. I would love a pre-order package to be able to pre-order the paperback and audio, or paperback and Kindle, or all three. Like
Like a bundle.
I'd love a bundle to be able to purchase it and I have it on release day that way. Um, that is just something I dream for one day.
I think it would be amazing when, in 20 years, when Tori Ann and Paige are in big publishing, we'll have better answers for you. It's so interesting too because in if anyone from publishing is listening, I come in peace. I'm just like it's it's curious to me from like big publishing, like quote big publishing, like big pharma, but big publishing. Because a lot of these publishing houses own audio rights. So I'm like, why wouldn't you advocate for those counting? I'm not understanding.
I agree. Now,
Just curious.
I would agree. I do think at the specific publisher that I work at, there's a lot of hybrid deals. So,
Hmm.
I don't know what our priority is or would be, and I cannot speak on their behalf, but it does make me wonder if perhaps that's a piece of the puzzle. I just don't know.
Hmm.
This is all speculation.
Yeah, we're just chat like that is we
Yeah.
know nothing. That's
And
why
you
I'm
know
asking.
what?
But
I'm gonna
anyway,
go to work on Monday and probably ask somebody and be like, "So, question for you."
yeah,
Um,
we were just curious.
yeah, I was just talking about it
Um,
this weekend and was just curious. I would like to say there's a reason for it. Perhaps just no one's advocated for it before. I don't know.
yeah, maybe this is my shot. This is a
Maybe,
chance.
maybe.
Um, so this is funny. We do a lot of collaborated content online on Fridays, if you'll take note. It's
Yes.
Friendship Friday in my
Mhm.
calendar, on my content planning calendar. However, a few weeks, no, a few months, nay, a few months ago, you and I did a one-off randomista video that's our recommendations for each other that we hoped for each other to read. Well, two
Yes.
days ago, I had someone comment on that very video and said, I saved this to come back and ask for an update.
You haven't read any of them.
Ah, shut up. I was like, oh, you're coming to my profile and attacking me? I thought
Yeah,
you'd get a kick out of that.
at Page and Print, where are you on that list?
What's actually really horrible is neither of us have read anything on that list.
I'm
Except
like
for
really
you read
curious.
Stealing You.
Okay. Yeah, I'm like really curious. I want to go back and look on.
It
The
was
problem is
such a
with this,
funny comment, and I have not responded to you if you were that commenter. I said, oh, that was more. We have to do it.
more so
But
for the
my
vibes.
goal in France, and the podcast people know this, I am truly, deeply, madly hoping that I read a ton in France and I have a Gorgina wrap up, monthly wrap up episode.
I'm praying that for you. Um,
I downloaded Tropesic on audio and I think that this is
woo!
going to be my chance.
I think it is too. Um, Coming from a tropesic girly, I think it will do
I
something
can't
for
wait.
you. I've
I
already
can't
said it
wait.
so many times, but like Heathen and Honeysuckle girls will love tropesic. And you're
Love
a Heathen and
this.
Honeysuckle girl.
This is true. What can I
I'm
say?
really trying to find this video. The problem is, I remember when we first started doing this, we started this in the new year after our
Yes,
council meeting,
correct.
um, for
So
funsies.
for anyone curious, we participate in something called the Council. And in my opinion, the reason it was formed is because as individuals, sole proprietors, there's three of us, and two of us are entrepreneurs and work for ourselves. There's no board of directors for that. So we have instituted personal board of directors for ourselves.
Yes.
And it's these core three people, including Tori Ann and me. Fine, I'll tell you, it's Molly Guns. Fine,
Molly watching this like
fine.
a standing emoji.
And we each probably have a few other people that have a like say when we make big decisions and stuff,
Hmm.
but we'll meet as like we like to call it the council. We'll meet as the council to review various elements of our businesses and our lives. I'm trying to find this video myself now.
I
Uh,
found it. It was on February 27th. I can actually just send it
okay,
to you really quickly.
perfect. Let's review this.
We have Tori's Pick for Page, From Air by Julie Ann.
I have
Now,
it downloaded.
From Air is free on Audible if you download it on Kindle Unlimited. So, for my
No
audiobook
excuse.
out there. And then Page's Pick for Tori, High Staking the Heart, which I have been repeatedly told that I will love. So,
Yes, on audio.
it's on the TBR. Then Tori's Pick for Page, The Silversmith. I'm begging you to read The Silversmith.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. See,
Um,
it's haunting, and I did an audiobook about the, or I did a podcast about audiobooks. It's haunting when you open up the audiobook and it says 26 hours long.
I
That book's shorter though, but it is haunting.
hear you. I'm currently listening to The House of Devils. I actually don't even think I've given you this update.
I don't
Um,
think you have.
yeah, I've been reading the House of Devils series by Kayla Edwards. I think is who
Hmm.
it's by. I'm on book 3 and I'm devouring them. And they are like
I love this.
25 to 28-hour long audiobooks.
Look what I just purchased.
Okay,
With
I'm screaming.
it's Silversmith for all audio people.
I'm so excited. If you like really great, and if you like 400 years of pining, you will love The Silversmith.
It's 15 hours on audio. Still haunting, but I'll
15
read
hours,
it.
but at your 3x speed,
Three and a half thing. Yep.
okay, 3.5 speed, that's only, like, I don't know what
Too
that is,
bad.
4 hours? Yeah.
Not too shabby.
Yeah. I also have Page's Pick for Tori. It's Roleplay by Kay Cove. I need to read
Another
that whole
phenomenal one.
series. I
Hmm.
am like a OG Kay Cove
Hmm.
girly. I need to go into the new Kay Cove.
I
But
recommend it in a video. It's probably not posted yet. It's like a late June video. Paint Me Perfect from which is her debut. If you like angst, that's a
no.
book for you.
Yeah, if you like messy romance in the best way, where it's like they're just not perfect people, because nobody is perfect,
You
that is
see
a
how that works?
series that I think you'll devour. I also have a special love for it because book 3, our MMC, is an Alabama football player, Roll Tide. Thank you, Kay Cove, for giving me that moment. She didn't even know it was
She
for
says the
me, but
line.
it was.
The woman can write anything.
She really can.
What
Um,
else is on that list?
Tori's Pick for Page, 1111, Men in Glasses. We love them. Page's Pick for Tori, Half-Light Harbor by Samantha Young, which I really need to do. RIP to that package that went missing in the mail for me.
Right. And you'll be eyeball reading that because you don't love an accent.
Correct. I've gotten a little bit better at it with romantasy. Like I listened to The Wolf
Hmm.
King by Lauren Pell Freeman, which 10 out of 10 recommend. Um, and he's Irish. Um, and I really enjoyed that. That's actually narrated by your man. What's his name?
Shane East?
Shane East. And
Shane
it was
East?
it was very good. I really enjoyed it.
Shane
But
has a monopoly on the Irish, British,
yeah,
Scottish
yeah.
market.
And he does an amazing job. I am, for those, this is lore for a lot of people. I go to Ireland all the time. I used to go multiple times a year. And so I sometimes struggle. I mean, one of my best friends is Irish, and I talk to her on a regular basis. And I think it sometimes bothers me when I hear an Irish accent and they don't sound like my friends from Ireland. And I know that like Northern Irish and Southern Irish, but it bothers me, and that is a personal problem, okay?
Yep. It takes you out of the story.
It does. But I will,
Yep.
I do plan to read Samantha Young because I love romantic suspense. So, what is the plan? Tori's pick for Paige this summer will be different by Carly Fortune, which is
Carly
one of
Fortune
my life.
mentioned. I have it on audio, ready for friends.
I'm so excited. And then Paige's pick for Tori is The Lair by
A
Lisbona.
crazy book. Oh my God.
I am very excited. I think it's a very interesting concept. But I also want to read her newest book. Is it
Mm-hmm.
Fragile Hearts?
Fragile Lives?
Something, fragile something.
Yep. It's really, really cute cover. For
Stunning.
anyone who doesn't know, the layer it's first person single POV, and it's a suspense, and she is the child of a family vlogger family trying to run away from her family
Yes.
because they ruined her childhood by being family vloggers. It's crazy.
I mean, it
I love
really
it.
is like kind of a cautionary tale because there's so many, I'm not blaming anybody, but there are just so many people who put their children, like make their
Yes.
children famous
Right.
via social media. And I think
Right. It's
it's a
very
cautionary tale.
you and I talked a lot when I wrapped up that book, it was perfectly done for what it was, and I told you it actually leans slightly more suspense heavy than it does romance. It does have romance. Like I would say it's 45-55, like on percentages, but she had to pick one to be the primary because she couldn't have told this story. Like I kind of told you, I was like, she could either have the suspense element or have his POV, but she couldn't have done both. And I love single POV.
I prefer single POV now. I really feel like we've
Adds a mystery.
overdone it on the dual POV.
Hmm.
You know,
Adds some mystery.
I just finished Fury Bound by Sable Sorensen. Um, and I loved Direbound. Like I thought Direbound was so fun. Now, I'm here for the vibes when I'm reading fantasy, like let's be real. But I really loved Direbound. I love that it was single POV. I
Hmm.
didn't know anything. It's a love triangle and um I really enjoyed that, but book 2 is not single POV. We
Hmm.
go dual POV and we get one of the love interests POV, which makes you, as the reader, make an assumption that this is now the love interest. This is who she's supposed to be with. Now, maybe not. Maybe they're playing
We
with
don't know.
us. I don't know. But it made me miss the single POV because I liked that I didn't know what this man was thinking.
Hmm. Hmm.
Now, it's still a great book. I missed the single POV. I think I like the angst. I like the,
Hmm.
I don't
I like
know the
not
plot
knowing.
line
Like,
yet.
what if he doesn't love her?
Right. Or also
What
it's
if?
like, it's also a little bit of like, I don't know my significant other's thoughts.
Hmm. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
that's the way it is. I like, yeah.
Such is
Now,
life.
there's dual POV is for the right moment. I understand that.
Yes.
I just bring back single POV. Yeah, I miss it. I miss it. It used to be written way more back in the day. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's
Mia
a shift.
Sheridan is like an OG single POV girl.
Hmm. Allie Hazelwood? Does she write single POV?
Hazelwood is single POV, and I believe she's third person for a lot of
I
her
don't
old.
remember.
I don't remember either, and unfortunately, I have so many books I can't reach up and just grab one. But like Love Hypothesis is third POV.
Hmm.
Um,
Third
again,
person POV slander is not tolerated in this house just because it is jarring to go from reading a lot of first person to third. You just have to switch gears. I get it. But you can do it. I believe in you.
now I'm not going to say how I feel about the third person POV. I will get canceled, but I think third person POV is sometimes better, and I will leave it at that. I like observing. I like, I'm
Hmm.
not in
It's
their
just a new
story.
perspective.
I like watching their story. Lucy's Score is the reason I love third person POV.
Mm.
The Blue Moon series is actual perfection. It does not get enough love. Like it is the epitome of all small town romances, and that's third person. And I think enough, I don't think people, but it is still dual POV third person. So you still get, and I just, it's perfect. I mean, it's this small town that has all these hippies because a group of people who went to Woodstock were supposed to leave and they all just chose not to. So they took over this whole town. And now this town is just full of a bunch of people who had gone to Woodstock and then their children and they're all just hippies. And then there's this council called the Beautification Committee. And they pretend that they're just keeping the town beautiful, but really it's a bunch of meddling people trying to meddle in love lives of those that are
Love
single.
it.
And I just, that is what small town romance was for me.
Yeah.
And I love
It was
them.
more than just a setting.
Yeah. It's
Hmm.
like Gilmore Girls is small town romance to me, but it's not just a small town setting. It's Taylor Dosey's Market. And
The small town is a character.
yes, bring back small towns being the characters.
Yes.
Yeah,
I
I
like
miss
it.
it. Not that it's still not done. It is. It's just, I think there was a bigger era of it at a certain point. But everything in the book space happens in waves.
True. It is a pendulum. We swing one way, we swing back another.
Hmm. Hmm.
Yeah, it's very interesting and it's hard to predict what the next will be. I talk a lot. We are what I can only assume, and this is just an opinion, and I want to be clear, it's just an opinion. I feel like we had a billionaire renaissance that went to a hockey renaissance. I can only imagine we are nearing the end of a hockey renaissance. I have guesses as to what's next, but I don't have a sure thing prediction. Do you?
So, okay, so this is very interesting that you say this. So,
We have not talked about this, by the way.
we've
Like this
not,
is,
this is like breaking us having this
yeah.
conversation. Um, I don't think we are in a hockey era the way that we were 2 years ago.
Yes.
Now, do I think Off Campus as a TV show is like bringing it back? Yes. But I mean, 2 years ago, hockey was, I mean,
Every book.
we were talking about when the Graham Effect released. We're talking about Becca Max. We're talking,
Hmm.
um, man, I mean, I remember when Powerless released and Jasper was just the talk of the town because Jasper was a hockey player. And that was like a different era of hockey that was absolutely insane. Um, I think Mile High was among that. And, you know, I just think hockey had a different life then. I still think it's popular, but I actually think what's really popular and I think will only get more popular is the opposites of each other. Um, so we've talked about like a dark romance in a small town. They don't normally belong together.
Like a foil.
Yes, it's very I think of it the way that like the dark rom-com has really erupted. But I think we're only going to see that go further. So like
Interesting.
we've had um I think Devney Perry was kind of an OGer on this
Hmm.
because the like
Clifton Forge.
Steel King Clifton Forge
Hmm.
was the original like dark diet dark in small
Diet
town
Dog.
diet dark. Page and Print coined this. Um,
I did not.
really? I thought you did.
No. No,
Wow.
no, no. The first person I heard that from was Book Through May, Laura.
Oh, I love her. I did not know that she said that.
Yes.
I love
Nope.
that.
That is a borrowed phrase.
Okay.
Sorry, just so
No,
everyone knows. Follow
no, I love
at
that.
Book Through May.
I love that, and now I know who it came from. I also think Lena Hendricks did it really well with the Kings. It was a little bit of
And
like,
Redemption Ranch.
and Redemption Ranch was a little bit of that. I think one day I'd love to see her go even further with that. I think she could do it.
Let's go.
I think she'd be very good at going.
Lena might be here in the room with us. She listens. Hello,
She
Lena.
listens. Hi, Lena. And Lena, if you're listening, I'd love to see you write a dark romance in a small town.
You
Um,
said,
but yeah, I think about it
yeah.
that
I
way.
do think we're in a cowboy romance renaissance, I have to say.
I think we enter a
Cowboys are in.
cowboy renaissance every summer.
Yes. Yeah, I'm just like, I'm very intrigued by the next. I like your theory. I'm like, what occupation is the next? There's a beloved, there's always a under hum, a firefighter, always.
Always.
Tattoo artist is pretty in.
And you know what? I told you, and I'll say it here. Um, I want to see a golden retriever tattoo artist. I
Yes,
want to see,
kind of ableish. Again, Lena Hendricks.
again, Lena Hendricks, but I really want to see him
Is that his
even
name?
more so.
Royal. Sorry, not Abel. Royal. My bad.
Oh, Abel is my man. Yeah, Royal is our tatted golden retriever. But I want to see him with blonde hair. I want to see him never have been a bad kid a day in his life.
Yeah.
He's like the
He loves
jokester.
art.
He loves his mom. He's an artist, and he just wanted to be a tattoo artist because he loves art. And I
It would
want to
be like
see
if
him,
Gibsy were a tattoo artist.
yes. And I want to see him fall in love with a girl and she drives a motorcycle. I want to see him on the back of her motorcycle. I want to see the difference. I want to see the different relationships and I want to see different
Yeah, get out of the box. Play
yeah.
around.
And it's like
Get out of the box with
yeah.
characters.
I think we're going to start seeing more of that because I do think
Mhm.
people are very interested in seeing different dynamics in relationships. Um, so I'm excited for the future of romance.
Me
And to
too.
see what
Only
people
good
come up
things to
with.
come.
Yeah. I'm loving that cowboy is here again, but I feel like our cowboys aren't these like sweet or just like simple cowboys. Like there's way more layers to them than there used to be.
Yes.
Um, I think I'm gonna say it. I think Jessica Peterson perhaps started our layered cowboys.
Layered
Um,
cowboy.
yeah, layered
Catch.
cowboys. I think Amber Palmer gives a good layered cowboy. Jessica Peterson, layered cowboy. Corinne Michaels, layered cowboy. I think,
Yep. The options are endless. You know, yeah, just the various occupations are just really been fun to see. I mean, Elsie riding a WWE wrestler is like another great example of just like
yeah,
if you're interested in it, write it.
right.
Like it
And if you don't think you know how to write it, then
also,
learn.
readers, if you're interested, look it up. There might just be a book for you
Yes.
on the flip side, and you just haven't heard.
Yeah, I wholeheartedly agree. I think one that was not done because I think a lot of people really weren't interested in it to a point, but one that always really spoke to me was The Brood by Daphne Perry. I loved that she was an influencer, but she wasn't. I feel like influencers sometimes get a specific rap, and
Yes.
I love that in The Brood, she's really down to earth. She's so
Yeah.
fun. She's
And
always
everyone knows
trying
that
to
about her.
think of how to make new content. Like she's very relatable as a content creator. Um, and I love a grumpy.
And that was released like pre, maybe, or
Um,
amidst like content
The Brood,
creation.
yeah, it released in my era. I
Yeah.
don't. It was
I read it in hindsight. I know. Like
yeah. I'm trying to
years
even
after
remember
release.
when it released. I'm like, was it post Eden's?
Well, I just, like my thought is just like, was it during a time where content creation was like a kindergartner saying, I want to be a content creator when I grow up? Because that has not always been an occupation that people have aspired
No,
towards.
I don't feel like it was amongst that era, or if it was right at the beginning.
Let's see. Yeah, I thought like that's another. I love to see a bookstagrammer FMC. There
I
are
really
not many
would.
such cases.
Honestly, I would really love to see different positions
2020
in
and
the book
2021.
space. Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, it was earlier. Man,
Hmm.
that's how long ago that book was released?
Well, the series, the
Oh,
Brood released September 7th, 2023.
still. Wow. Yeah. Yeah, I love that series. I have The Bribe and the rest of them. They all say Will and Nash, and then I just have The Brood that says Daphne Perry.
I love that. I only have the Bride. I need to get
The rest.
I also the new covers of the Edens. That's on my list, and I
Ooh.
would love the new covers of Clifton Forge. Devaney's just we got to give her
Yeah.
her flowers. She's crushing.
Daphne is always crushing, always has been. I love her. I fear she's like one of my dream authors to meet one day. I've never met her.
Yeah,
I've never really even spoken to her at all, like on social media. But she's so cool.
so cool, so cool. A pilot, like come on,
I
see
know.
pilot FNC. Like guys, the world's
Yeah.
your oyster,
Yeah.
and like
And dare I say it, I'm gonna say it though, like Daphne has done this a lot where she's given us different sorts of FMCs. Like Indigo Ridge, a female sheriff, like that was it felt
yep,
giving us
that
a
series, female
yeah,
sheriff, female hotel owner, doctor,
yeah.
like
She really just gave us really strong FMCs. Um, and I love that series and I will forever appreciate that we had such strong women in that series. I think she's always liked to write strong women, but that series is just
because the romance genre hasn't always made space for strong leading women. And I think we as women can be hard on women. And I don't think that that's our
mhm,
fault. I think that's the way that we are cultured.
yeah,
Um, but it's fair. This is going to be me getting on my soapbox. I listened to a recap of Britney Spears 2007 this morning, and how unbelievably cruel everyone was to Britney Spears
yeah,
amidst her downfall, and understanding what exactly was going on to her behind the scenes and in front of the scenes, that there was just
yeah.
no grace. It's the same idea where it's just like we're very quick to judge a woman.
I think we're very quick to judge a woman. I also think we've talked about this at length. I hate competition. Not like not in like I hate my competition, as in like I just hate competitiveness.
We're not competitive people,
No. Now,
the
put
two
a
of us.
board game in front of me and, perhaps a different conversation. But I know you're not even competitive when it comes to a board game.
Mm-mm.
However, me and Clue, no. Um, but it's like I just really can't stand competitiveness, and your success does not take away from my success. My success does not take away from your success. And I think even in the book space, like I feel that way about arc reading. We talked about arc reading already. I got an arc that you didn't get.
Yeah, or
It's
PR boxes or
or
whatever.
pure box. Like it's love. It's not a reflection on you. Also, like,
Mm-mm.
what does it matter? Your best friend got it. Like you should be jumping up and down that your friend got it. And I've been
Which
there.
we
I've been
do.
guilty of it. What?
We do though. Like I think you and I are very good at just being like, that's huge. So happy for you.
Right. And it's like that doesn't impact my ability to keep
I
doing what I'm doing if you get something that I
no,
don't, or vice versa.
no, I just recorded a Patreon on this. From the author perspective, it's like there's not one singular spot at the top. And what is the top? Like
Yes.
comparison to me, I say this and redirect myself often. If I see someone who's achieving something that I want, I say, if she can do it, I can do it. It's proof that it's possible for me. If someone else is doing it, that means it's possible for me.
I think for me, especially within the author space, I feel like I've unfortunately witnessed a lot of competitiveness, and it's not anyone's fault.
It's
It's just
natural
the way it is.
feeling.
Yes. But it's like I've also seen such amazing author relationships, and I've seen them rally around each other and just
Hmm.
be each other's intense support. And I think it's so beautiful. And I wish that was celebrated more than us jumping on the fighting or the drama or whatever. There's a lot of book
The
drama
devil's
a lot
out
of
of threads.
times. Yeah.
Threads can be a scary place. And someone will comment below and say, Paige, you're on threads. Well, sometimes for my job, I have to be on threads. Tori Ann's not.
I am not on threads. I was on threads. And
Hmm.
I found that it was consuming my mind and always knowing the book drama. And a lot of people always knew that I knew the drama and would come to me to talk to me about it. Um, that
You
is an
freed
app.
yourself from that.
Yeah.
You, fun fact, you can delete an app at any time.
Yeah, it's so easy, guys. I also have
Your
really
life
gotten in
could
the
be better.
habit of like, we talked about scrolling and not scrolling, and you have a brick. I have Screen Zen, and it limits the amount of times that, like, I can open the app a day. Um, and I just think if it's not even just about like scrolling, like if you think social media is consuming you, put a block on it. You don't need it, my love.
Set yourself up for success. It's there's a great big world out there. You and I had loosely discussed it's not happening, me not bringing my laptop to France. And it's
Yeah.
just it's not gonna happen. I just need to have it in case there's an emergency. But it's just you can do things for yourself that keep you from like not enjoying this great, big, beautiful life
Yeah.
that you were given.
Yeah. And I also think it's so wonderful how many amazing people there are in the space and how many people I'm close to now. Um, but like you don't have to be in all of it 24/7 in order to exist in it. And I wish someone had told me that 5 years ago. I would have had, we would have skipped a lot of stress. We would have skipped a lot of anxiety. I've taken a
The
massive
FOMO
step
needed.
back in the last year and I
Hmm.
feel so much better. So,
It's so nice. Life's just so happy, and you can be as much in your own little bubble as you want. There's no right or wrong way to succeed. It's beautiful.
so
So
someone here is trying to join. Come here.
oh, we gotta see Calvin,
Please.
and then
Yes.
we'll set you free.
He just
This was
wants to
this
join.
was my plea to Tori Ann saying, I've spoken to the camera alone 60 times this week. Please do a podcast with me. I'm freaking out. I'm like, Calvin, our arthritis king.
Yes, Arthritis King, my deaf pug, my the council
He's everything.
mascot.
He's of the council.
Yes, yeah, he has a lot of input in the decisions I make. I
For
fear.
real.
Yes,
You can't move without.
yes, but he likes to be known and he likes to cuddle. Oh, oh,
He loves it. Well, you can join me and Tori Ann in person at a retreat if you look up
we
Fiction
get to
Bound.
discuss
I
retreats.
know.
Wow, so much
We'll
to
just have to get
talk
another one
about in so
going,
little
but you
time.
can join us, see us in person. Um, that's your opportunity. Look up at Fiction Found on
Fiction
Instagram,
dot found.
fiction.found, and then website.
Fictionfound.com.
Yep. And you too could. We met on a retreat. That was our
Yeah,
first time meeting. I attended my first retreat with Tori Ann, and it
on
was
my
the last week
birthday.
we were there, and you and I were like, this isn't over.
Knoxville retreat on my birthday, first time we met. And now we're going back to Knoxville in September, which I believe I just finished planning this morning. So
I'm very proud of you.
thank you.
Tori Ann runs the show. I literally just work here. I think that's a
I
misconception about retreats.
could not do them without you.
I
So
appreciate that. I do none of the work. That is all Tori Ann. So if you have a great moment on a retreat, it was generated by her.
it's very sweet of you, but I I fear I always need you there. They are taxing and rewarding all in the same breath. So
Yes, they're beautiful and complex and wonderful and difficult, from a planning perspective. The
oh yeah.
experience is always beautiful.
Yes,
So,
the experience is always amazing, but I need you there to help keep things moving and going and flowing because
and to
it's
find
a
your
lot.
fun.
Yeah. And Knoxville will be our biggest retreat we've ever done at 26 girls.
It's gonna be amazing,
Yep.
including us.
Including us. So 24 attendees.
It's
Yep.
gonna be amazing.
It's going to be great.
But yeah. As you all can tell, we could go on and on and on, and we do go on and on and on. It's just
Yeah.
never recorded. So we'll be back. I'm not gonna say maybe we'll be back.
We have to be
It's
back.
happening. There's no choice but to be back.
Yes,
So,
but thank you for having me and hanging out with me.
Torian, thank you for saving me from the endless echo chamber of my own voice after the hard drive wipe on a last minute discussion. Thank you for saving me from myself as always. And I will see you all in the next one.